Hello and welcome to Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm the Big B82 and this is part 5 of my tutorial stream series where we're going to cover all the basics of Star Trek Online. So if you checked out the 4 previous parts, I've covered everything from weapons creation to the DOF system to the BOF system. That's the duty officers and the bridge officers. But it all culminates now at the end when you finally reach rank 65 and you've finished all the missions in the game, and then you're scratching your head and what the hell am I supposed to do now with the rest of my time on this game? I've had enough, I'm quitting. Well, the game has a vast array of additional stuff to do when you reach level 65. You can do some of the missions that you didn't have, that you probably didn't know existed, which were the HAL missions, which are located in incoming HALs. These are Lost Dominion, this is Cold War, Lost Dominion, and Spectres. Those are all available from Admiral Quinn or Datan or Chancellor or the Chancellor of the Klingon Empire. So you can cover those. Those unlock at level 65. You'll be able to do them. But the other things that you can do, which starts at rank 50 when you unlock it, which is the Admiralty System and the Reputation System. What the hell am I talking about? And well, I'm going to cover that. So if you come down here into the we've already had these two, but then you have the Reputation and Admiralty. Reputation is split into each individual sections here, and it unlocks it. It starts at tier 1 and goes all the way up to tier 6. You don't have to take it to tier 6, but you can if you want. It gives you additional abilities, but I've already completed on this character, so it's a bit hard to explain. But yeah, it's going to be a bit hard to explain on this one, but I'll try my best. So tier 1 is the very first sector. When you unlock it originally, when you unlock the Admiralty System, every single one of these is at 0. So when you come in here, you'll be a big fat 0, and then you have to do a project. Where is it? Should still be here. I guess let's stop at rank 6. That can't be right. Yeah. So you have continued task force support, and in the other one you'll have another one which is one which would take 20 hours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a character where I actually haven't started the Admiralty System, the system. It makes more sense then. I didn't realise that I'd actually finished it with her. Let's go to Cat. Go to Jessica. Don't think I've finished it with her. Pretty sure I haven't. Sorry about this. You know, so many characters, I don't know which one's done what. We'll try again. Actually, good, she hasn't finished it all. Okay, so here we are. We haven't finished everything here. So this is the Nakora Strike Force. You come into the entry project here, and you have one which is a daily, and one which is an hourly. Hourly, you can carry it on doing that until the cows come home after you saw when you finish on rank 6. But when you reach tier 6, however, You can do only can do this daily one until you maxed out the reputation. Now they have given you the ability to buy out ones. You can now buy them out for real money if you don't particularly want to go through the rigmarole of doing this. But say okay. So we'll start a project for the daily so we have energy credit. You have to energy credits, expertise, and Nakura marks. Now, as you can see in the bottom right left hand corner of the screen under next to contribute, it says I only have one Nakura mark. Now, how to gain additional Nakura marks, there is if you really want to fill up to it, there's an area called Nakura, which you can go and fight Folians for and do side missions which will give you Nakura marks, or you can come into the Endgame section and the PvE task force operations, and you come down to these and there's every single one of the marks. Now you could sit here all day and wait in the queue for Azure Nebula, Crystalline Catastrophe, and Volton Snared, or you can do the ground missions, Nakura Prime self-destruct tendencies, and transdimensional tactics. However, the queue time on missions, as you can see, is an average of 12 minutes wait, an average of 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes. So you could be here quite a while scratching your head going, why am I wasting my time in these queues? Now they have added an additional helpful little thing here, which is the random queue. Go up to the random queue. You can also do patrols, which will also give you a choice of marks as well. So these will also give you a choice of marks, but only gives you about 30 marks. So not really worth it, but good for you to get some dilithium for it though. You do all of them. All the patrols here, so it's quite a lot of dilithium there if you fancy it. So you can get marks from this. I think elsewhere else you can get marks without having to do queues. When they do events, like the red alerts, you can do those, and those will give you a choice of marks. If you've ranked up a Delta Quadrant character, a Delta Agent, Gamma Quadrant recruit, a Klingon recruit, or and those three, then you can go to the time officer down there, and he'll give you boxes. And then you can have a choice of marks from there. But really, the only real way is to queue up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to queue up. Now, we've got two options here. We have difficulty of easy, which will give you less marks, but are much more simpler. Or you can go advanced, which you'll need a more better equipped ship, but we'll join a random queue to see how long it takes. Random queues are generally more faster than the normal queues, depending on the mission. If it gives me a mission I cannot stand, I'm not going to do it. Here we are. So they're assembled, and go into the thing, and go ready. So this is the basically this is the easiest way to do these, and there's no cooldown for the random queues. Unlike the normal queues, there's a 30-minute cooldown for each one of them, so you can always just go on there and do the random queue, and you just keep going and going and going and going. Generally they repeat themselves, which is a bit annoying. You might get a lot of Borg missions or if it really doesn't like you very much, it'll give you gravity kills a lot, or Days of Doom. And if it gives you Days of Doom gives you Days of Doom and gravity kills, if it gives you gravity kills, I suggest you just take the 30-minute penalty and just get out of it, because that mission's a pain in the ass. It's probably the worst TFO on this game, and I hate it. Days of Doom will end after a while if you don't destroy the Doomsday device. It will just, a random ship will just jump in and kill them. I think I might be heard here, so I'm going to be quiet.
We don't have a lot of time, so I'll make this quick. A large enemy force
Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Nick, I forgot to start up a private chat. People would have heard me talk. There's nothing more annoying than when you're trying to talk and in a chat and stuff.
parts are ready. Scan the
And they don't particularly want to hear you talk. It's like, why are you talking? Fuck off. So now they can't hear me. Motherfucker. I hate this ship. Turn, you bastard. This is the disco prize. Basically a combination of someone's talentless work ruining Jeffrey's work. But I'm
picking
not.
up multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
Don't fuck with me, Bob. Why are you kind of little turds? Yay, revoir. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Well, they're going to disappear now.
Satellite upgrades are now...
we've got an Afflecker. Afflecker, basically what that Laurel is doing. Essentially, he or she is gonna get free XP and free shit for doing fuck all. Just point your ship in that direction and then fuck off into that distance. So we might lose. We probably will lose these star bases. So. Do not do what that Laurel was doing. It's frowned upon. Andrew would be a bit of a dick. Asking how we're going to hold this. What pisses me off about this game is that if I got disconnected, I'd be punished for 30 minutes for leaving the queue, and it would punish me for doing that. But that dickhead has just fucked off, left us on our own, left us to do this mission on our Jack Jones, and they'll get rewarded for it, for our hard work. I think the game should make a decision. They should put a system in place that if you don't contribute enough to the score, or you actually done fuck all the entire thing, then it shouldn't give you any. It shouldn't give you anything for help, anything at all. Now, it might be a good reason for not him or her not helping out. But I've got a good suspicious feeling that they're not helping out because they're just being a dick. Particularly on this level, I mean, this is the next to the second highest difficulty set on the game. You need higher ranking gear to be able to survive this.
Troops have disengaged.
Alright, so we get little curry marks. Right. Let's leave the map. That's a demonstration of a prick, and you could tell that she or he weren't there. Was definitely there. They deliberately flew out there and done fuck all, and then they got three marks doing fuck all. Wanker, basically. But like I say, if it was like, oh, it's gravity thing, I don't like it, I quit. That's a 30-minute punishment for me not doing it. So anyway, so we just got ourselves a random crate. Not all, and in this jollish random crate, because it was an advanced one, we get the advanced queue, which is where you get the plectin particle from that. There you are, that's your rare materials. We also get a protomatter micro container, which is also from the advanced queue. We've also got culinary provisions, because that's what that mission does. I won't go over what that is, that's for fleets. But we get an uncommon, so you get four different flavours you can get for the random TFOs. It's common, uncommon, rare, very rare, and epic. No, very rare. I think very rare is the highest you can get. Epic's only available from the Universal one. I think there is an epic one, yeah. So, but it gives you, each one will give you a certain amount of marks. But we need, so use this, get some dilithium. But now we get to choose any mark, any level, any mark from the game. But we need Nakura marks. Pick on Nakura marks, claim the Nakura marks, and then come back over to the reputation system. Nakura marks, help fight the Nakura, help fight the bang and bang, and now that project is started. Also got some there, so but if you also do autofill, which is a fill in there, which you just press a triangle button, it says warning, this it could include dilithium or rare items, bang like that, and it does that as well. The Nakura one started yet? Right. So also when you start that event, it gives you a box. The higher the tier, the better the items you'll get from it. Just open it up. That. And we've got some reflecting cannons. Some heavy cannons from that. They're essentially the same as the ones you get in the store. So that's reputation. That's the reputation and the random queue and basically the TFO system. Just keep banging away at the random queue. You might constantly end up getting uncommon stuff, uncommon ones, but still they're 84. There's no limit on those. They're 84 a pop, and you get quite a lot. I think you get a nice chunk of dilithium from it as well. So the next thing we're going to cover is the Admiralty System. The Admiralty System is a lot similar to, well, it's not similar to anything, but in this, it's much like the ranking. It unlocks the same way as the R&D system. Initially, you start off with I think it's 3 slots, and as you rank up each one of the alliances, you get more and more and more. You won't get an additional one. I think that comes from the Gamma Quadrant. I'm not sure. So each faction has their own unique properties that they can give you. If you're trying to do the end game specialities, which is which I should have covered, specializations. Every rank you get a specialization point. If you do the Federation one, if you do these little gold ones, you get 10 tour of duties. Each faction gets 10 tour of duties. You see there on the under the bottom, under level 10, it says tour of duty 2 of 10. Now the tour of duties and they are completely random. They appear at random intervals in the list. They're not tied to the level that you are. So you can do as many of them as possible. You can do as many of these missions as possible, and then one they'll eventually turn up. And each one will give you each rank. And then when you get to rank 10 in the Federation one, will give you 2 specialization points, which will go towards the specializations at the end game, which I'll go and have a look at in a minute. In the old days, both the Klingon Empire and the Ferengi Alliance were the most used ones. A lot of people who were deal farmers used to do them because they used to give you 40,000, well, used to give you 30,000 flat dilithium. That doesn't do that anymore. They changed it. They changed the Admiralty System. I'm afraid you're not going to be able to benefit from that. But if you're in a fleet, fleet might ask you to contribute a lot. If you don't contribute, they kick you out. If you do the Klingon one, then it'll give you 40,000 fleet dilithium, which you can then spend on your fleet. If you don't want to go through the Phoenix boxes to get the Phoenix upgrades, you can get do the Romulan Republic one. That'll give you 4 Romulan Republic Universal upgrades. They're not that good, but they're helpful. And finally, the Ferengi Alliance one, which is one you probably will concentrate most on, will give you a 30,000 dilithium ore bonus pool. So essentially, what that means is you get double dilithium until you reach 30,000. So you reach 30,000 on your dilithium pool. After you reach 30,000, then the bonus stops. But how you do the missions? Well, you have to get ships, and every time you unlock a ship. Unlock a ship as you rank up, it gives you a little card. Now you can't see you'll appear up on the bottom of the screen when you pick a ship. It'll be, you have your ship, and then it'll have like a blue name or a white name that says the ship name as well. That's an Admiralty card. Every ship in the game has an Admiralty card. They all are on common ships, uncommon ships, rare ships, very rare, and epic. So that's an epic level ship. That's on rarity. On the high level, you won't be able to get. I don't think you'll be able to get a Phoenix replica small craft. Actually, you can. That's in the Phoenix box. I'll show you the Phoenix box in a minute. But as you rank up, you select your ship. You get a ship and you get a card. Now, they've changed the Admiralty System now that if you have a Klingon character or a Romulan character, all the ships that you've unlocked for your Klingon and your Romulan character will also be on your Federation character. So it's basically giving you a whole bunch of ships. So if you have, like I've been playing the game since 2016, I have quite a lot of ships. I've unlocked quite a lot of ships. The ones ships from the Zen store, which you unlock in tier 5 and 6, because you can't get the ones the lower level ones anymore. But if you unlock them earlier, you'll be able to get them. They'll be here. Their cards are uncount unlockable, as are the ships. The only ones that will not be here are ships that you win in. If you decide to do them, you win in lock boxes. They will not be here. Only be for your character. And Lobby brought shops, Lobby store ships will also not be here. Anything that's account unlockable will be here. Ships that you have on your own account, on your own character, will not be here. So, what you want to do is you want to go through these ones and see which one you want to do. You have your result and your event reward. So this one will give the little box there is going to be a random ship. It'll give you 525 United Federation points towards the rank. It'll give you 3.45k in expertise in rank. That's your overall XP, and it'll give you 50,000 energy credits. Certain ones will give you more, certain ones will give you less. I think the maximum one you can get in credits wise is 200,000 max, and there's quite a few which will give you a certain amount of dilithium as well. But yeah, I did one with dilithium, again expertise. You've also got one there that'll give you some prisoners, and that's going to give you some platinum. But to start mission, and I'll show you how to start mission. So we'll do this 30-minute one. Come across and it gives you this, which is the Admiralty, which is going to be sending out your ships. So send out a ship. It says here it's plus 50 engineering required, and it's got a plus 50 critical rating, which is the bottom chance of it actually being a massive success. So basically it's like stacking cards. You got each one of your ships, each one gives you a certain ability. I'm going to pick one that's going to give you a minus engineering, which is this one. So that has plus minus on the engineer, so that will take away the negative, which was the plus 50. And as you can see, I've got 83% chance. So if I just send this ship off on its own, there is a 83% chance of it being successful, but there's a 17% chance of it failing. The way this game's RNG chances is it will fail. So to knock it over the top, we need another ship that will give us some tactical. And again, the ships are broken down as they are, so tactical, science, and engineering. So now we have 100% success, 100% chance of this being absolutely successful. We have a 56% chance of it being a critical. I'm going to buff that. So now we have 81% chance of it being successful. And then you begin the assignment, and off the ship has now disappeared. So those ships are now gone, and they'll be gone for 30 minutes. And when they come back, there's a cooldown, so a penalty for that ship being out when it comes back, which is the maintenance, which is like it's a maintenance cost for that ship being out. And if you go into the ship roster, you see the maintenance time. Tier 1 ships, the shuttles are 5 minutes. Tier 1 ships, I think it's 30 minutes. So these are all 30 minutes. Then tier 2s are 2 hours, and it doubles up to 4.5 hours for a tier 3 ship. Then it's 6 hours for a tier 4, 8 hours for a tier 4. And it's still got a special bonus. You've got 12 hours for a tier 5. Tier 6 ships are 20 hours. 20 hours or 18 hours. So you won't be able to use that ship for 12, say, 18 hours. So you won't be able to use this. You won't be able to use the, if you use any of these higher ranked ships, they will be gone for 18 hours. They're all 18 hours, I think. And then there's epic ones. You have these ones which got a number by them, which I just went past. So that one will get a ship. It says it'll come up with consume on use. So yeah, these ones. So this 1X, I mean it's a heavy destroyer. I've got it from that rescued ship. It won't count against you, and it will just disappear then. But consume on use. Go all the way down to the epics. These are all the legendary ships. So I have a lot of ships. The rare ones. Very rare ship very shortly. I'm not trying to show off that I've got a lot of ships, I'm just showing you what they are. So again, they're all broken down into the signs. These ones are all 18 hours. And then at the very bottom, we'll have the epic ships. Now I'm going to tell you how you get hold of the epic ships very shortly. And these are 18 hours, so they're special. These are special ships. So we have Quark's Triumph. Quark's Triumph, to get Quark's ship, it's rank 10 in the rank 10 on the yeah, it's rank 10. I think it's rank 10. ISK Heg again rank 10. RRW Zedenia, that's rank 10. As soon as you reach maximum level, you get Odo ship. Oh, sorry, no, Odo ship. You get it from the Dominion. The CVU Tane, it gives you that when you reach rank 65. USS Hope, you won't be able to get a hold of. USS Bastak is a mission reward, as is the USS Rhode Island, and the Sally Ride is out in the space. I'll show you where you can get her. I think I might have shown you where you get her. So that's the Admiralty System, and that is also the reputation system. But there is another system that they also have when you unlock, and that is called the Personal Endeavour System. Now the Personal Endeavour System excuse me. The Personal Endeavour System also gives you some bonuses. So it gives you, so here you got the lithium energy credits, a mark box, R&D materials, and a specialisation point. And each one of these gives you higher chance of getting better things. So it gives you a daily task to complete, to go and do. So we have to destroy 5 bulk vessels. Now, how are you going to destroy bulk vessels? Yeah, you have to get into a bulk TFO, or you can go on to a mission that contains bulk ships. If you know one that has a lot of bulk ships, I can't think of one off the top of my head which has a lot. But Terran Empire ground, again, it's a TFO. That's counterpoint if you want one on the ground. Best one for that one would be Killy, where you face off against Killy. And deal Tetrion damage means you have to have a weapon that has a base weapon that does Tetrion damage, which I believe I do. Now, Tetrion 4 rifle. So now I have a Tetrion rifle. So what we do. There's two good places to do this. It's either on Nimbus 3 or we can go to the VOF system. Sorry, there's 3 good places to do this. Nimbus 3, the sphere ground task, sphere ground area, and the VOD wire, and tackling the VOD wire on Kobani Prime. But what we're going to do, because I can do that one quite easily without having to do a mission, so I'm going to go to the sphere, and I'll show you what happens when you unlock that box. So some of these are quite easy, some of these are a bit annoying, some of them a bit repetitive, and they are all pretty much the same as Borg ships. Kill Borg. I'll link a description in the description where they tell you where you can go and do these the best places to do these endeavours. I'll cover that. I think what I might do is I might do another additional part of this, which will cover all these areas. Where I'm particularly this area I'm going to, which are called active adventure zones, which aren't as active as they used to be because nobody does them anymore. Not unless you got an endeavour that takes you there, and most people don't really bother with them. I mean, the only active one is the sphere because everyone goes there for a mission. So we'll transport to the Allied Zone. And here we are at the sphere. The Dyson sphere. We need to take the shuttle to the ground zone. Yes, take me to the ground zone. This you can make this go quicker if you equip all your officers with Tetrion weapons, because they will kill as well. Also, anything that does Tetrion based damage will also help. But this is the ground. This is the ground battle zone here on. Always go to the park because it's the easiest place to go. And let's start shooting.
Enemy target on head.
Now they did give us a weapon that actually might use somebody here. They need to kill Voth. This is a good place to come. Voth are armed with anti-protons by nature. Right, and that area is secure. Let's call some reinforcements. So So let's go somewhere, another area of this the park. That's it, let's unlock the transporter. Nobody here. I do not like this one either. It's a pain in the arse if there's nobody else here. You can do it on your own. How you should be dead. Come on, interrupt. Fuck off. Well, they're going to repair, I think. hold it better than most people. Right. Still need another 50,000. Another 5,000 in damage done with this thing. The ground boss. Great to see him out and about.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Flanking damage detected.
Right, so now we can get the hell out of here. So let's return to the ship. So, we have just got an endeavour box, which has given us the ability to, given us more, give us some points. This is account unlockable. So we come over here, and it's giving us some more specialisation points. How nice of them. So specialisation. So each one of these is in each. We've got miracle worker, and these are all your command abilities. These are, as you unlock these, it gives you ability to train your officers. Eventually, if you reach the end, you'll be able to actually train them. So you can then create manuals at rank 22. Helpful because once you complete these, as you rank up, you'll get dilithium instead of that command. Once you complete Commando, Constable, Strategist, Command Officer, all these abilities, once you finish them, you get dilithium every time you rank up, which is really helpful. So the Endeavour system, that's what we were covering. So once you rank up, once you get here, you get a perk. You can then spend the perk. It gives you a random of one of these. So you've got ground or space. And these are permanently unlocked for you for the entirety of your career on this game. As you can see, I'm Endeavour rank 201. So always complete these, and so I've got ground resistance, control resistance, and shield hardness. Do the ground one, buffer background, and that essentially is the Endeavour system. That is also the Admiralty System, which will finish very soon. And I think that covers everything. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I'm always happy to answer any questions. I will link in the description the link to the Star Trek wiki, which will also tell you about all this stuff in more detail than me. Also, I will try to at some point I'll try to track down the link. I try and find an area which I don't know if the website's still around anymore, but it's it'll tell you about builds and stuff. Probably on a Reddit. I think this Reddit's taken over basically, but if you do go on Reddit you'll be able to find a lot of stuff. But that is essentially that. So next part I think I will do, which I'll cover all the adventures, all these battle zones, what they are and what you can do in them and what you can get from them, and I should go for all of them. I might cover some fleet because I am in a fleet here, and I might go to the fleet area and show you where all the fleet stuff is. If they, but until then, on the Big B82, please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in the next episode of my characters, and also whenever I cover a live stream on the Thursday and a Friday. Until then, ciao for now.